Brought to you by the Bose Headset 10 and by XMWX Satellite Weather. XMWX Satellite Weather is as vital as vision. Never fly blind again when you add XMWX Satellite Weather to your onboard electronics suite today. Come see the latest XMWX Satellite Weather has to offer at the AOPA Aviation Summit, booth 731. Hello everyone, this is Paul Bertorelli reporting from AOPA Summit at Tampa, Florida. I'm with Thom Richard, who's an experienced Reno racer. For most of us, Reno is a big unlimited, running at 400 or 500 miles an hour, but that's not what this is. This is a Formula One international airplane, still plenty fast. Tell us a little bit about this, and then we'll look at some of the racing films, and you can tell us how a race is run.
Well, the Formula One class has a very distinct formula, if you will. It consists of an O200 engine, which is the same thing you would find on your average Cessna 150. You have to have at least 66 square feet of wing. It's got to weigh at least 500 pounds, must be fixed gear. You must carry at least 5 gallons of gas. So it's designed to be a relatively inexpensive racing class to get into.
Now this airplane is not new. It's been racing quite a while. It was originally built in 1976, is that correct?
That's correct, and it's had several names and it's been rebuilt several times.
An O200 is a pretty small engine, but this thing, if you look at the frontal area of it, the drag is small and the cockpit is small, and I noticed it's a tight squeeze for you to get in there. What's it like to be inside and fly it?
Yes, it is. It's very tight. You really strap this airplane on, and there's not any room to wiggle around at all inside. And that's really the key. In order to make the aircraft fast, you have to make it as small as possible. Less frontal area, smoother lines. Aerodynamics is a very, very big part of this game.
Now, to set up the race film we're going to look at, tell us how a Formula race is run and what the course length is and typically what the speeds and the strategies are.
Okay. There's 24 airplanes in a field. Now, we can't fly all 24 at one time, so we split it up into 3 different classes, the bronze, silver, and the gold. It's the slowest 8, the middle 8, and the top 8. And we take off with a racehorse start, which means there's 8 airplanes on the runway, all revved up and ready to go. And when the flag drops, it's a drag race. At that point, whoever gets to the first pylon gets to get on the course first, and around you come. There's 8 laps traditionally. The course is 3.1 miles, so it's a 25.5 mile race, which it takes about 6.5 minutes or so. It's a pretty quick endeavor. At the end of that race, the temperatures are quite high, however.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the film, and you can tell us how it works.
Absolutely. Well, this is the look over the nose of Invictus on takeoff on the practice session on Sunday before the races. You turn immediately in over the sagebrush. We just feed over the tops of the bushes initially as we climb up to the first pylon. And as you can see, we're apexing the points here because we're still relatively slow. It takes about a lap or lap and a half to get up to race speed. So this is the backside of the course, pylon 3. And we're starting to accelerate on the straightaway. At this point, we're flying at least 40 feet, and you can go as high as about 200 or so, depending on where you need to be for passing and turbulence and so on.
Let's talk a little bit about the strategy for altitude. What determines what altitude you're going to be at?
Well, really, the fastest lap you can run is a level lap. So this is the very bottom of the course. This is the pylon number 5 right there. And now we're back on the back stretch again, catching up to another airplane. So in order to do a level lap, you want to be right on the pylons on pylon 1, 2, 3, and about 60 feet higher on pylon 4, 5, and 6. This is what a typical pass would look like. As you can see, you pass on the outside, and you are responsible for a safe pass. So you always have to maintain visual separation between yourself and the other airplane until you're past them. This is coming in for landing after that session. As we can see, it's after we get out of the turn here, it's a pretty good slip because they had a pretty good crosswind that day.
You have a yaw string there.
Yeah.
What's that used for?
It's to keep the aircraft true. The straighter you fly, the more coordinated you are, the faster you're going to go. So it's important to have that right up in your face. As you can see right here, it's a bit of a slip. The reason the string is burbling around so much is because the burble from the camera mount. Normal flight, that thing will be straight.
And typically, what kind of lap times are you turning, and what kind of speeds?
In this airplane, we reached 244 miles an hour on the laps this year, and that's about 47 seconds per lap.
That means that there's not a lot of straightaway here. It's a lot of high G turn.
Absolutely. You'll average 3.5 Gs in the turns, unless you hit turbulence, which of course then would increase that. You can hit 5 or 6 Gs sometimes in the bumps, but overall it's around 3 Gs in the turns. And the faster you go, the less of a straightaway you're going to do. And the slower racers, you'll end up having the wings level for several seconds on each side. And the faster airplanes, you'll end up in a continuous turn all throughout the course.
And back to Reno for you this year?
Absolutely. We'll be back there flying a different class coming this year.
Okay, we'll hope to see you out there.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for speaking with. We've been speaking with Thom Richard of the Invictus racing team. This is Paul Bertorelli reporting from AOPA Summit in Tampa, Florida. Thanks for watching.
That's a little hot.
Fly with the acclaimed Bose Aviation Headset 10. Enjoy an unmatched combination of full-spectrum noise reduction, clear audio, and comfortable fit with the Bose Aviation Headset 10. Voted the #1 headset for the 8th consecutive year in Professional Pilot's 2008 Headset Preference Survey. Purchased by December 31st, 2009, and receive a complimentary pair of Bose in-ear headphones, a $99 value. Learn more at bose.com/headset.